So some of you may be wondering, Jazzy, what kind of builds can I run for the Dredge? I'm a bit bored of the same old high meta stuff, and I really want to use stuff that kind of encapsulates his power and keeps survivors on their toes. Well, don't worry, that is exactly what I'm bringing you today. I'm going to be recommending you 6 builds that I heavily suggest that you try, as they are all absolutely fantastic in their own merits and really push what the Dredge is capable of. So, a very simple premise today, but hopefully you'll be able to take something away from this. Let's crack on with the first build. So the first build I like to call King of the Basement. Now this build consists of Scourge Hook Floods of Rage, Make Your Choice, Agitation and Scourge Hook Monstrous Shrine, along with the Ottomarian Writing and the Boat Key add-ons. Now this build honestly turns what is already some fantastic basement pressure for the Dredge and just cranks it up to 11. So the idea is with Agitation you're able to get survivors into the basement and hook them, then move away and let Monstrous Shrine take them a little bit faster. Then when a survivor feels brave enough and activates Make Your Choice, you're able to teleport back to the lockers at the top of the shack and with Floods of Rage see exactly who's saved, down them and recycle very quickly who's on the hook. Honestly, Dredge has some phenomenal basement pressure as it is, but this build just makes it absolutely disgusting to go up against. The next build I like to call F Your Gens. Now, of course, this one is all gen related. You're going to be running Deadlock, Jolt, Pain Resonance and Merciless Storm, again with the Ottomarian Writing and the Boat Key. However, for the add-ons on this one, you can basically just run what you like. So the idea with this is that you hate gens, you hate survivors working on gens, you hate survivors having the ability to work on gens, so you are going to regress that and completely take it away. Merciless Storm and Deadlock to punish survivors who dare complete generators or get close to it. Merciless Storm will of course activate in the last 10% of a gen and potentially block it off, and then if they do manage to complete it, Deadlock will then activate on the next most progressed gen and block that one off. Then with Jolt and Pain Resonance you're able to very quickly regress generators and the ones that you need to regress the most, so that you are able to constantly be in the trial, punish survivors and make sure that you have an absolute impact. A really deadly gen build. The next one I like to call the Surprising Vaulting build, because as Dredge you're not really meant to vault, you are very good with an anti-loop, however survivors never expect this one coming. For this you are going to be running Superior Anatomy, Bamboozle, Pain Resonance and Barbecue and Chili, along with the Maul Thinker Skull and the Boat Key as your add-ons. With Superior Anatomy and Bamboozle you are able to very quickly hop over a vault, completely shut it down and potentially get a very quick surprise hit on survivors who are not expecting it, and then of course Pain Resonance to make sure that gens regress is a thing and that you're not just completely in the dark, and Barbecue and Chili so that when you do hook a survivor you can see where another one is and then get very quickly into the next chase. A build that I was quite surprised worked really well on the Dredge, but it really does, so I highly recommend this one. After that, this one is going to be for newer players to Dead by Daylight, or particularly for the Dredge who maybe don't have that many hours or don't have that many perks unlocked yet. You are going to want to run Sloppy Butcher, Monstrous Shrine, Jolt and Darkness Revealed. And then you're going to be running the Maul Thinker Skull and Haddy's Calendar as add-ons. Again, interchangeable, but these are two of the strongest and cheapest ones to run. So with this build, the perfect design is that all 4 of these perks are completely free for the Dredge. You will not have to unlock any other killers or grind any other killers to unlock these perks, and they are all very good on him. With Sloppy Butcher, you're going to keep the survivors as injured as possible for as long as possible, which is great because that will charge your Nightfall faster. With Monstrous Shrine, once you've exited the radius for the hook, that will kill the survivor faster, which is always a good thing. Jolt is probably one of the best gen regress perks on him, and it is completely free to the Blood Web, so highly recommend. And then Darkness Revealed, which is his own perk, is great, because if you're outside of a chase and unsure when to go next, you can quickly check a locker and hopefully get into the next chase very quickly. A very good build for new players. Build number 5 is going to be Constantly Exposed. This consists of Agitation, Make Your Choice, Hex Undying and Hex Devour Hope, along with the Iridescent Wooden Plank and the Field Recorder. The entire premise around this is to keep these survivors exposed as long as possible so that your Nightfall is charging all the time and survivors can't do a thing without instantly going down. So with the Field Recorder and the Iridescent Wooden Plank, you will start the game in Nightfall, you'll be able to down survivors in the last 12 seconds for free, expose them, which means that you can then hook them on a hook with Agitation, move away, let Make Your Choice proc, and then constantly recycle who is on the hook and gain stacks towards Undying and Devour, which of course once you've got 3 will then take care of itself. Then if you get to 5 you can just start killing and wiping them out, which is honestly fantastic. I have had so much genuinely good pressure from this build because survivors don't know what to do. And then the final build that I'm going to recommend is Surprise Bitch. This consists of Tinkerer, Barbecue and Chili, a Nurse's Calling and Dark Devotion, along with the Lavalier Microphone and the Worry Stone. With this build, it is all about keeping Dredge undetectable so that you can get those surprise hits on the survivors. They never know when to expect you, they are always paranoid, and you are always on top of them. So Tinkerer and Dark Devotion are there to make you undetectable. Tinkerer, of course, when 70% of a generator's been done, you'll become undetectable, and that will also be a great chance to know where to channel your undetectableness, if that's the right word. Then Dark Devotion, once you hit the obsession, they will then take on your terror radius so that you can walk around undetectable and again surprise survivors. A Nurse's Calling is fantastic because it shows you the aura of healing survivors, so if you're teleporting from locker to locker or just walking around the map and you can see an aura, you can then hopefully get another surprise hit. And Barbecue and Chili is fantastic for having another chase outside after you've just been hooked. You know where to go and who to punish next. The Lavalier Microphone as well is a fantastic add-on for this, for keeping survivors very paranoid, as the lockers will be constantly slamming their doors, and Worry Stone to make sure that if a survivor does feel brave enough to close one, you will know exactly where they are and exactly where you can punish them next. So another bit of a quick video today, guys, but I really hope that you try some of these builds out. I do actually have some videos on these builds, so if you want to see some of these in action, then feel free to check the rest of my content as well. I do have a lot of Dredge content and DBD content in general, so feel free to have a look to see some of these builds and loads of other builds in action as well. That would be muchly appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come follow me on Twitch where I'm live 4 days a week, often doing DBD Killer. It would be lovely to have you, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But that is enough from me today, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye for now.